Every 5 years, the country is required to hold a general election to elect leaders who form government. While this exercise is perhaps the country's most important process, not as many people turn up to participate in the selection of leaders. Experts have analyzed that part of the reason this is the case is because some people, especially young people, feel excluded from the political dispensation of their country. This can be attributed to the little confidence invested in them to be trusted so much as to be given the opportunity to lead. Further, part of this blame is on the reluctance to educate the public on their important role in the electoral process. That's why the Center for Trade Policy and Development have come up with an initiative to engage young ambitious Zambians in an exciting reality TV competition. The show, The People's President, aims to create a crop of young people confident enough to avail themselves for leadership positions without fear of being victimized. The 9-episode reality competition will choose one ultimate president who will not really be the country's Republican president, but a figure of what the Zambian people envision as their ideal leader.
In terms of the people's president, this is a concept that was inspired by the upcoming elections. As you may be aware, Zambia will be heading to the polls come August, and a number of people are looking forward to the various plans and initiatives that the competitors are offering to the Zambian people. And as from the Center for Trade Policy and Development, we thought that we have a civic duty to create a platform where information can be provided to the citizens to raise awareness in terms of some of the social and economic challenges that Zambia is facing, so that as they get an opportunity to interact with some of the aspiring candidates, they can ask relevant questions, they can engage from an informed perspective, and to just add a bit of flavor to it, we thought that we should target young Zambians, those that are creative, those that have got strong ambitions to probably lead this country at some point.
But what exactly is the people's president?
The whole essence is the fact that we are trying to bring to the fore an aspect of governance and electoral participation importance to the young people that make up over 68% of Zambia's population. You are aware that averagely our population is very young, and the new voters that have been captured with the new voters roll largely form a good percentage of the young people. So this concept is one that will reach out to sort of make a mock election in terms of all the processes that will happen on the road to August 12.
While we now understand what the show is about, we still ask, why is it important?
The People's President project is important because it presents an opportunity for young people, of course young in the sense that the people should be between 21 to 35 years old, to be able to talk about topical issues that are currently affecting the country at present, especially as we are on the road to economic recovery. I think it's not a lie that in the past year we've been hard hit by the COVID-19 pandemic amidst other economic facets such as debt. But even while we are in this economic situation, I think this particular challenge or competition, as it were, presents an opportunity for young people to be able to relate some of these economic issues that are taking place and sort of suggest possible solutions that the country should be embarking on, with the view that these would possibly be uptaken by people that are hoping to be office bearers even as we head towards the 2021 national elections.
The People's President, a reality TV show that will be coming to your screens on Diamond TV, is a great opportunity for young people between the ages of 21 and 35 years old to share ideas on how they can help develop Zambia's political, social and economic landscape. We also think as CTPD, it's also a great opportunity for young people to sound alarm on real issues that are affecting our country, as well as set the tone for an issue-based general election. In terms of helping to improve the quality of leadership, obviously we expect the participants to share ideas on issues that can help improve our economy, issues that can help young people to drive ideas that can improve or rather can help eradicate poverty in our communities. So I think it's critical looking at the fact that this year being an election year, we need people that can help in terms of raising issue-based campaigns. So I think this is a great opportunity for young people to show that they can help drive Zambia's economy through sharing ideas that can develop Zambia's political landscape.
With the population of Zambia having close to 60% of it being young people, who will make the cut? What are we looking for?
Basically, we're looking for somebody with leadership qualities. Ultimately, what we expect from this platform is that these are people who potentially either join credible political parties within their youth movement, or these are people that potentially may stand as member of parliament, councillor or mayor. 5-10 years from now, we're looking at somebody who will be able to contribute to various aspects of their community.
So we're looking for young people with a drive, young people with ambition, young people who can demonstrate creativity, young people who are following what is happening in their communities, and who are able to also effectively articulate the challenges that they might be facing. But beyond just looking at the challenges, we are looking at young people that can provide formidable solutions to the challenges that this country is facing 50 years after gaining independence. So it is basically something that will give us an opportunity to see how the future of this country might actually look like.
It is now important to understand how exactly this show will work.
The format of the show starts with what, for the purpose of this interview, I will call a call to action. The call to action is basically asking for eligible people to enter in the competition. These eligible people are people between the ages of 21 and 35. And just in case somebody might be wondering, keeping in mind that the eligible age to vote is 18, but at 21 is when you are eligible to stand as a member of parliament, and at 35 is when you're eligible to stand as president. So people between the age of 21 and 35 are the ones we're looking for, because we're looking at grooming people that are getting closer and closer to the age of 35 for them to be eligible as a president. So when we give out the call to action, people are expected to send in their entries, and when they send in their entries, we sieve through the best of the best, and those are the ones that are going to make the top 8 of the competition. The top 8 will be put in one place in boot camp, and they'll be given different tasks and challenges which they have to fulfill within a specific time frame and to a certain expectation. And when that is done for each one of the challenges and tasks, the public is given the opportunity to decide who they think executed the task best. So when they do that, the public vote, and they vote for the one who did it best, and those that were the worst, if I may put it that way, are eliminated. And this number varies from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 at a go. So those that are eliminated are out of the competition, and we move forward with those that are remaining through debates, rallies, and other assignments.
What is in it for you?
What we're trying to achieve is sort of a mock-up of a real presidential election. And because we're trying to achieve a real presidential election, we will, as much as we can, to the largest extent, follow through what happens in a presidential election. So what we're calling the entries is a nomination. So it's people filing in their nomination, and those that successfully file in their nominations are the candidates. And we know that presidential candidates have got to go through a series of, rallies. They've got to go through debates. They've got to. We've even got one of the challenges. I think this will be very interesting, where we create a scenario for the presidential candidate where his campaign is losing points, maybe because of a scandal or because of some phone call that has been leaked, and we give them an opportunity to have a press briefing to do damage control and see if they can regain the confidence of the voter. The voter who in this case has a polling a booth, which is the form of an online voting platform, an online voting system that we've created that is extensively audited to ensure that it's not interfered with by anyone, by the producers or the contestants themselves. So the challenges are what we've done to the largest and the best of our capability, mock a presidential election. And so through the challenges, I must also mention, is what we'll do is we will groom these people, we'll teach them how to speak to the public. Different experts will speak to them how to speak, will train them on how to speak with the public, train them on how to deal with negative publicity, if there's ever such a thing, and just get the demeanor of a presidential candidate, get the demeanor of a president to communicate their ideas to the best of their ability so that you can understand.
Candidates in this competition will have to follow a certain level of neutrality and are encouraged to stay non-partisan throughout the season.
The show is open to anyone interested as long as they meet the criteria, and the criteria is that they should be between the ages of 21 and 35 years old. The show, for those that are coming to the show, they should know that they are not coming to represent their political parties. They should also know that there will be no mention of political parties on the show. Anyone who's found to be politically inclined might be disqualified after thorough investigation. The reason why we don't want anyone to be attached to be non-partisan as they come to the show is because we're trying to ensure that there's a level playing field for anyone who's participating in the show. We don't want anyone to be victimized as out there, especially for the viewers that will be watching, because I believe if the participants start inclining themselves to political parties and whatnot, there might be issues when it comes to the voting pattern when the voting process starts. So we want the participants to be non-partisan so there can be a level playing field for the competitors. We also feel that 2021 being an election year, we don't want to jeopardize any political parties' ideologies if we allow the participants to start inclining themselves to political parties. So we feel that it's important that even as they come to the show, they stick to the rules, they don't engage in partisan politics, because this also is key as looking at this is an election year.
Who will be your host for the People's President?
Hi, my name is Dingindaba Jonah Bioya, TV host, former radio host. I don't know if there's such a thing, but award-winning TV presenter, if I must add. So just adding to the credibility of why I should be the presenter for the People's President, I'm bringing forward a bubbly personality, witty person, a lot of humor, but I also present a side that I think is most known by those that follow Diamond TV and those that follow my work, which is current affairs. Huge fan of politics. I follow politics a lot. I love leadership. Anything that is attached to leadership is something that I am really passionate about. So to this show, I bring on both personalities that you see on the Diamond News Desk at 8. The personality which is critical thinking and analysis of the country's political events in Diamond Live. and the witty personality that those that follow my social media see on both my Facebook and my Twitter. So that's what I'm bringing onto the table, just enthusiasm, energy, and making the entire process fun, and just making sure that it is the TV that we love, because also remembering the fact that this is a reality show. So I think it would also just expose, if I may use that word, my real personality, because we will be interacting on a real-time basis with these contestants and the crew, who are not exactly new because they're my colleagues, they're my leaders. So yeah, just a lot of fun. My personal expectations from the contestants include just ideas, real ideas, because what I think and it's interesting for me, because I'm straddling between producer and presenter. What I think is interesting is because we're not just looking for an act. We're looking for people that can bring the actual ideas, people that can bring real life ideas. And so what we are looking from these contestants is for them to just make an impact in our lives, you know, bring ideas that I hope even those that are aspiring can pick from. And also ultimately, because there's an election coming up, we're also trying to see if we can build these people into actually having an interest in politics and contributing to different political parties that they will have an interest after the show to participate in. So I'm really expecting the A game. I'm expecting Zambia's big brains to come and feed us with knowledge and get rid of the narrative that young people must lead in the future, that young people are defined by them wearing boots and throwing stones, because guess who doesn't do that? Most young people. So we are trying to demonstrate this and show people that the perception that they might have had of people, of young people, is wrong, because they are brilliant people. So I'm expecting just the best of the best. I think there's something always exciting about such shows. There's something always exciting about seeing the reality, the good side of young people, but also it's fun. It's fun to see people go through. It's fun to see people get eliminated. And people should expect a lot of drama. I'm expecting a lot of drama, expect a lot of tears, but expect a lot of joy as well, as we get the best out of this group of young people that is coming to vie to be the people's president.
Who are the partners and why is this important to them?
Well, Diamond TV offers a very good platform in the sense that it has got a huge followership. They also use modern technology in terms of ensuring that information is disseminated in a timely manner. They're able to reach out to various audiences, and we see that provides a very good opportunity for us to also have a participation from across the country. So we deliberately decided to engage in this partnership with Diamond TV because we think that it will actually give our viewers a good opportunity to know what is happening in their country, some of the ways through which things can be handled. Well, from the Center for Trade Policy and Development, it helps us to fulfill part of our core mandate, which is to inform the citizens, provide them the best form of information, which is balanced, factual, so that as they are making decisions, they should make decisions based on the best available information. So if you look at the upcoming elections, a number of civil society organizations will actually be going in various constituencies, engaging local authorities, the local communities, and pass on information that is speaking to strategic sectors that they might be working in. In the case of the Center for Trade Policy and Development, we've been working to advance the use of trade and investment as a tool for poverty alleviation. We have been working closely with players in the agriculture sector, in the mining sector. We've also been working very closely with players in the financial sector to just look at modes through which we can enhance access to finance and things like that. So this opportunity also offers us an opportunity to further take the message forward, because if you look at the structure of the upcoming reality show, it also gives the contestants an opportunity to debate on issues related to mining tax regime, issues around public finance management in terms of how government mobilizes resources and shares the resources within the country using instruments such as the budget. So as they make some of those recommendations, they will actually be speaking to the work that members of parliament will be doing. They'll be speaking to work that cabinet ministers will be doing once the elections are over. They'll also be speaking to work that the president who will be elected will be doing once the elections are done. So it is something that is of great importance to the Center for Trade Policy and Development, and we look forward to having as many people interacting with this reality show.
Do you want to enter the competition? Here's how you can do so.
Entering is really easy, and I'm not saying this only just, it actually is pretty easy. All you need to do is get a phone, any phone, it really doesn't matter the quality. You take a video of yourself speaking as a president and explaining to the team and the producers why you have to be a part of the competition, why you have to be the people's president. So when you take that 1 minute video, it's very important that you take note of the fact that it's a 1 minute video that you send through to the email president@diamondtvzambia.com. You send that video there, and then these videos are going to be revealed. Remember that these videos are coming from across the country, so it doesn't matter where you are. Even if you are in Shangombo, send the video, we'll get you out of Shangombo. If you are what we're looking for, we'll bring you here in Lusaka and take care of you. So just send the video, the 1 minute video, to the email president@diamondtvzambia.com, explaining why you should be part of the people's president. And it is important to mention that only the top 8 of the people that send the videos will be contacted. So when you send the video, you should not expect a response. You will only get a response if you are in the top 8 of the competition. So only those that have made it to the top 8 and must travel to Lusaka, if you are not yet in Lusaka, will be contacted and informed that they are part of the competition. That's the people's president. Very easy process. So I think as long as you are between the age of 21 and 35, then you are eligible to participate. And I would take this opportunity to encourage female participants, because there's always the notion that politics has got to be left to the men, but there's a lot of brilliant ideas that can come from women and young ladies. So we're encouraging those to participate in this competition and bring on their ideas by sending those videos through to president@diamondtvzambia.com.
Are you the people's president?